Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Founders Games of Webbit Global Impact Week, the startup competition gathering founders from the four corners of the world to showcase and present their innovative ideas to a curated group of investors hoping to win their hearts, minds, and pockets. The competition has become an investment platform for matchmaking hand-picked early-stage startups and venture round scale-ups with investors, corporates, and media. It all started 13 years ago when Webbit joined the ecosystem and was among the first to start connecting the startup and enterprise world together. You can find us and share your thoughts and questions on social media with the hashtag Webbit, hashtag WEBIT. With no further ado, let's open the 2021 Founders Games. All right, so today the first session is going to be digital entertainment and media with startups from AR, VR, digital entertainment, ad tech, and the media sectors. A big welcome to the investors, jury members that the presenting startups have to impress. Please welcome Ondrej Bartos. He's a partner at Credo Ventures.
Hi.
Welcome, Ondrej. I know Pătrăhău, co-founder and managing partner of SeedBlink, and please correct me on the pronunciation.
Don't bother, it's all right. Hi everyone.
Awesome, welcome, managing partner of SeedBlink, and Claudius Stammbach, investment manager at Sparrow Ventures.
That is correct. Hello, everyone.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. I'm going to talk a little bit about the rules for the Founders Games. Each startup has 3 minutes to present their company with the video that they prepared beforehand. Once the video is finished, the floor will be open for a 5-minute Q&A with the jury. The jury then has the important task to provide their evaluation and ask any questions that will help in their decision process. They will also be filling out their evaluation with points from on a scale of 1 to 10 to the startups in regards to the 5 milestones. These milestones are team capacity, project scalability, business approach, marketing approach, and the uniqueness of the idea. Questions and feedback from the jury about the presenters. And now that we have the rules of the games, let's begin with the first startup to present. So the first person that's going to open up the games is going to be Alocai. So they're coming from Germany. It's a post-seed stage at 210,000 euros. Alocai is democratizing game localization through AI to deliver superior gaming content across the globe in 1 click. So now we're going to show their video.
My name is Nathan, and I'm very excited to be here today to present to you Alocai, we're the world's first all-in-one metaverse localization platform. As the metaverse comes, we know we're going to have some certain challenges around the cultural integration of content. We've been working in the video game industry for an extended period of time, and we're very familiar with the challenges this poses. But as these environments and these domains start to explode in size, we can expect an unprecedented amount of content being uploaded into these environments. And crucial is going to be the ability for products, brands, and people to connect across different language barriers. The market continues to grow. As I said, we've come from the gaming market. We see the VR, AR market as a stepping stone into the metaverse, but this is projected to continue growing at an accelerating rate as billions and billions of dollars gets poured into the metaverse. This is not just Meta or Facebook, but also companies like Roblox, Microsoft, Epic Games, all striving to fill these environments with content. There's 2 significant constraints when it comes to localizing content. First is quality. There are limited resources across the different language pairs, and although things like machine translation are helping with this, there's still a choke point when it comes to the ability of human resources to get involved. The second big constraint is speed. It takes time to localize content, and it also takes time to get this content into the gaming engines, to build the new environments, and then to do the quality assurance work that is involved with this software. This is a challenge unique to the video game industry currently when it comes to translation work, and it's something we're very familiar, having worked in this industry for an extended period of time. It's with this in mind that we have the Alocai platform, where what we want to do is take the content from creators and developers, run it through our platform, our AI stack, integrate into metaverse engines so that we can get this content from end to end as quickly as possible. This informs our mission and vision. As I've said, this is a localization platform that we want creators to be able to connect to their billions of users. And we want this connection to be instant, immersive, instantaneous, and ubiquitous. Our pricing model has two components. There's software as a service, which is a monthly subscription and provides users with access to the different features we offer. We also offer the localization services at a price point from 10 to 17 cents per word, depending on the language pairs. We've already got 414 users. Our machine translation is outperforming DeepL and Google Translate. We won the Think Global Forum Award in 2021. And we've got some quotes here from some clients that are happy with our products. Key leadership team is led by our CEO, Marie. She's been in game localization for over 15 years, successfully built 2 companies. Frank is our CFO. Myself, I come from a VR AR background, 10 years experience in startup and consulting, and the team's rounded out by Amit and Fabiano. Okay, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Alocai. Now we have in studio with us Nathan from Alocai. Thank you again for that presentation. Are you ready to deep dive with the jury?
Yeah, the presentation started a couple of slides in, so I think some of the context at the beginning was probably lost. So I suspect that's going to feature in the questions, but yeah, that was a bit of a shift that happened. At least that was my view of it, the recording I received.
Excellent. All right. Excellent. Well, from the jury, who would like to go first with any questions for Nathan? We've got about 5 minutes that we have allotted for question and answer. And so we're going to go ahead and start that now.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan, and thank you, Nathan. I'm not sure what we missed at the beginning of the presentation, so I'm not quite sure what to ask for. But what I'm mostly interested in is if you can tell us a little more about how you view the competition. So you mentioned, people and Google, but how do you see like the whole competitive landscape, and what makes you think that that makes you better compared to the competition now and going forward? Thank you.
Sure. So I think the competition we can split into 2 factors. You're going to have the AI, such as the machine translation. So this might be DeepL, Google Translate, places like this. They're facilitating a very small part of the workflow, but they're very capable at that part of it. The other end of the competition is going to be translation management software, large companies like SmartLink, SmartCat, and they're more of an all-rounded translation management platform, which will integrate with the different engines. The big thing for us is that we've built our platform around the video game infrastructure. And the big difference that you're going to face when you have translation or localization in the video game industry is you've got to distribute the content into the gaming engines. So for the content to show up, either in a VR platform, in a video game, it has a very distinct workflow that it needs to be integrated into to get it to appear in the right way and to appear as it's ordered in the game. So this is very different to a website where you can translate it once, copy and paste it, and it goes straight in. And our big thing is working on the integrations on the client side such that we can not only deliver the localized content, but also cut out the manual time it takes for them to integrate this straight into the games. What we missed at the beginning is that our goal is to move into metaverse localization. And once we move into these metaverse environments, the speed with which we can not only localize content, but also integrate straight into the engines is going to be crucial as we move to a kind of continuous content model through advertising, branding, gaming, learning, whatever it might be in these metaverse environments.
Thank you.
Excellent. Does anyone else have a question? We've got about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, hi Nathan, hi Jonathan. Thanks for introduction. The question relates more or less to the same thing. Actually, Ondrej asked you about competitors, and I want to deep dive into it and to ask you about precise competitors, not about Google's, about people like you, like yourselves. Are there any other platforms like yours?
In the video game space, there's one smaller platform called OneSky. As I said in that competition thing, I would see our competition more as the more established translation management software companies. So that's SmartLink, SmartCat, MemSource. These are the companies that I would say are the biggest threat to the competition because they're established in translation management. In the gaming sector, as I said, there's one company called OneSky. They're very small. I wouldn't see these people as significant competition. I don't think they have the capability that we have, and they don't have the cash that the SmartLink and the SmartCats have in the translation management software.
And because the scalability is so high, do you expect others to get into what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think the market size is there for that. It would be a surprise if it didn't happen. I think what more likely is to happen on the competition side is that these companies try to move into the gaming workflows. Now, as we said in the presentation, our CEO has built 2 game localization platforms, and we've been focused on optimizing our platform around video game localization. And these challenges of integration into games engines, across the different companies, across the VR platform, that's not something that these translation management software companies have a lot of experience with. So that's our focus, and I think that's the space that we can protect, but I think it's also what keeps these other companies at bay a little bit.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
And Claudius, do you have one last quick question?
Yeah, maybe a quick one. You said that you're better than your competitors, and of course everyone says that, but how do you evaluate that? Like how you measure that your translation is better than your competitors?
Specifically with the machine translation, what we've done is collect blue scores and BERT scores, and we've compared it against the output of DeepL and Google Translate, as they're 2 of the industry leaders. The reality is these are subjective measurements. It's very hard to get a perfect score in translation. You can read paper after paper and people will debate how valid a blue score or a BERT score is or not. Ultimately, what it's come down to is the time that we can take off the localization workflows. And we've already demonstrated a little bit of traction in being able to do that at the moment. So it's not a firm answer for you because it is quite a subjective thing, but all we can do is compare it against the blue and BERT scores, which are the 2 industry standards. I've got that document, happy to share that if people want to see it, but that shows us that we're outperforming these within our domain.
Okay, very interesting. What's the next step now for you? Like, what's the next series you're going to raise, or where are you heading?
Yeah, so we're looking to raise 3 million, and we want to get very focused on this integration issue. We've been focused on conversion within the gaming content, that's the machine translation, and we now want to put all of our energy into moving the content into the appropriate games engines. So connectors into Unity, Unreal, Oculus, all of the other platforms that are going to allow us to take some of the burden off the client side and get the content into their games and into their services a lot quicker. That's our priority in the next 12 to 18 months.
Excellent. Nathan, thank you so much. That's Nathan from Alocai again. Great job. So
thanks.
We will be moving on to the next competitor. So this company is called Show For Me. They're coming out of the UK post-seed stage at 13.4 million euros. Show For Me is a platform for fans, artists, labels, promoters, and distributors. It allows fans to discover new great music and support their favorite artists directly.
We have created Show For Me, a music interaction network, a unique music-oriented ecosystem that allows fans to interact with their favorite artists, listen to music, and enjoy amazing shows. You and thousands of like-minded fans can meaningfully participate in music and concert crowdfunding campaigns. And artists can interact with their audience, grow their fan base, sell music and merchandise, test the demand for their music across the world with no risks, and share great content in artist clubs. It's a place where fans can find their favorite music and access unique content with free and premium memberships. Premium membership gives you full access to artist music and private events. Experience exclusive interaction with your favorite artists like never before. Fans are closer to their favorite artists, and the artists can build a successful music career. Join Show For Me, the Music Interaction Network.
and welcome to showforme.com, a place where you can discover new music, watch online shows, interact with favorite artists, and much more. Here you can see charts of November and top tracks of the week in different genres. Attend live shows, concerts, and online events and stream it as a musician. Listen to the undiscovered great music, which is very interesting, as for me. And of course, join our amazing artist clubs for deeper music experience. Here's an example of one specific show done by Stephen Ridley. You can see many of content, and of course you can see tickets that you can buy and get an access to the specific event. And now we can go to Artist Club section and see how many amazing and talented musicians we have on the platform. It's more than 25,000 at the moment. Here is an example of Artist Club with a different content and comments. And all this you can get from your interaction feed. All the content, exclusive content, you will see in the section and from your favorite artists and from the artist clubs that are you following. And of course, to get all this, you can join for free or for premium membership to any artist club for minimum $1. Welcome to showforme.com. Now I want to introduce who's behind the curtains. It's our team, and that's the main asset that we have at Show4Me. That's our CTO. His name Dima, and the code is everywhere here, and the rest of the team. They're really smart guys. Say hello. Hello. Now that's our artist relations department with Alex as a head. They're speaking to you and helping you every day. Hello. Hello. And math-driven natural intelligence involved in our AI. Good.
Все, всім дякую.
All right, so this has been Show4Me. And now we actually have in the studio Karen from Show4Me. Thank you for your presentation. Are you ready to do the deep dive with the jury?
Yeah, sure. Hi. Hello, everyone.
Awesome. Welcome. Well, I want to open up the floor again. We're going to look at doing one question at least per jury member, and whoever wants to start.
Hi, I'm happy to start again. Hi, Karen. I love your hat as well. I mean, the one in the video. This is exciting. And, you know, the thing with startups very often is that if you can imagine the end game, it's super exciting and everything works well. But how do you take this to the market, and what's the current traction is something I'd love to know. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the question. And first of all, we have started like in 2015 with an idea and with the registration of the company, initial registration of the company. So it took us like almost 5 years to reach the point where we are standing right now. And it took us like 3 years of development to develop such a huge ecosystem as Show4Me, which is B2B2C ecosystem for music industry with direct marketing to end consumer, I mean fans, everyone who listens to music. For now, we have like the video is a little bit outdated. So we have more than 30,000 musicians every month, more than 5,000 joining our platform, and this number increases rapidly right now. So how we go into market? We have business-to-business communication and business-to-consumer for smaller musicians, for up-and-coming musicians. Of course, we use promotions. like Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads, etc., for B2C market for smaller consumers. And of course, we have business department who connects with medium level, let's say so, and top stars to communicate and bring them to the platform. It's a little bit challenging, but we're succeeding. So that's why nowadays we closed another round of investments. Like 5 days ago was press release for 15 million more, and we still go into virtual reality artist clubs. It's our new feature that will come in 3 months, so people will be able to come and join virtual artist clubs in VR or like a game, like a Counter-Strike or something like that, and listen to music and communicate to other fans who already has joined this artist clubs inside the virtual metaverse. So we're not going like Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, because he tries to create something universal, and we are trying to create something special for each musician. So yeah. Maybe you have other questions.
Yes, the next 2 jury members. Anyone else have another question?
Yeah. Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's troubling a bit for me because I don't get exactly the whole idea. I mean, congratulations for what you're doing, but I think it's a very complex thing with lots of aspects to be covered. Can you tell me who exactly is your customer? Who are you addressing to?
Yes, sure. So we have 2 main sections. The first section is B2B. It's for music professionals. I mean, musicians, promoters, producers, venues, and everyone involved in music industry. They have features and products that they can use to create the content for the end consumer. And the second target group is the fans who consumes these products like music, virtual concerts, ticketing, merchandise, and all the rest that is related to music industry. So as we know, we have like music industry, and on the top of music industry, we have musicians and many supporting personnel, let's say, and companies like promoters, producers. So they still communicate to create this product, and we eliminate a number of intermediaries and create a really unique alternative for music streaming existing right now, like Spotify and other free music models. Why? Because our subscription is a $1 a year subscription, and if we will calculate it directly, we will understand that, for example, in order to get 1,000 to earn $1,000 on Deezer or Spotify or other free music platform that works with free music model, you will need like from 300,000 to 400,000 streams. And statistics shows us that in order to generate this 300 streams, you will need 100,000 fans. So one fan average listening to music of specific artists 3 times. So
but is there a priority here? Is a category who's prioritized?
That's one of our main products. Another our main product is ticketed online events and offline ticketing, which is based on on-demand events with open date until the confirmation of the event. So yes, it's a little bit comprehensive model, and I don't think that in 5 minutes I will be able to explain everything.
Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
And definitely, this is a good example that if you have some questions to save for our follow-up session at the end, if anything pops up with any of the the competitors, definitely write those questions down and we can ask later.
Sure.
And I think we will have to move on. Claudius, do you have anything super quick? And then we're going to let you go first the next time, so so we don't run into the time.
It's okay. I can ask the question later. It's okay.
Awesome. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, Karen, thank you again.
Thank you.
Awesome. Next up, we have Uplify. They're from the Russian Federation, a pre-seed company at 200K is what they've raised so far in euros. It's a self-service platform for the live stream market. Here's their presentation.
Hello, it's Uplify, advertising platform for the live stream. There are a team of 3 founders, and we are experts in media, programmatic, and the live stream. We've been working together for more than 3 years, connecting brands and the live stream creators audience. More than 1 billion people watching live stream creators in a YouTube Live, Twitch, TikTok, etc. And on the one hand, there's a huge growing audience. And on the other hand, there are brands who are seeking to reach this audience in an effective way. So we went through this pain point by ourselves because there's no tools to connect the brands and the live stream creators audience. Mostly it's done by hand in this market. There's no transparent pricing. There's no scalable solution for brands. That's why they don't invest budgets in this media channel. We came up with a simple solution, automated platform for ads and sponsorship in a programmatic way. So creators get monetization and viewers analytics, and the brands are getting what they used to in traditional digital media, transparent, scalable, verified ads. So the setup is very simple. Creator register and get the widget link. He copy pastes the widget link to the broadcast software, and the ads and the offers comes right into the stream. Brands can track campaigns and reporting, see all the metrics that they are used to in traditional digital media. They get audience insights that's extremely valuable for brand affinity. So the brands can see all the reporting in one place and can manage the campaigns. We grow 150% from quarter to quarter, and we will hit $500,000 revenue this year. Our business model is quite simple. We charge brands a commission 45%. We grow via partnerships. As for brands, we deal with media agencies and big media sellers, and we will integrate in the Shopify and WooCommerce apps. As for the creators, we integrate in the streaming software like OBS and Streamlabs Store, and we deal with big esports organizations as well and monetize their content. As for the competitors, we are playing in the media field, so we are opening the new niche. We are bringing media budgets to the live stream creators economy. We're gonna close the round in January 2022 for $2 million USD, and we will focus on the performance tools for the e-commerce, and we will open the new revenue stream for Uplify with a creator subscription, and we will reach the new audience with the platforms like TikTok and YouTube Live. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.
All right, perfect. So maybe a quick recap. What is the unique selling point here? I'm not sure if I got that. Maybe rephrase it in your words. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. First of all, we are platform agnostic. So customers can buy the audience from the different live stream platforms. The second thing is our advertising formats are variable. We can automate the sponsorships and the traditional media ads. And it's 100% visible, non-blocked and non-skipped. So we are bringing the brands more closer to the creators and to the creators' audience. So we just automate the existing process of the sponsorships and media placements.
Okay, and you take 45% of this because you mentioned a $500,000 GMV. But that is the revenue, or that's the GMV, because that's not the same in my opinion.
It's a GMV. Our margin is 45%.
So you take 45% out of this 500,000. Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for the question.
All right, who wants to go next, Ondrej or?
Sure, I can go. Hi, Pasha. Nice presentation, good energy. So I understand in order for this to be successful, you need to sort of be reasonably good in fulfilling both parts of the equation, right? To get the advertisers or agencies and then get the streamers actually. How do you plan to go about this? So this is a go-to-market question. Where do you start? How do you start exactly? And maybe just describe the current traction. Where does it come from?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a great question. To put it shortly, it's a chicken and egg problem, right? We always start with the brands, and we deal with big media agencies. We are like API solution. We connect with the DSP platforms, big advertisers. And as for the creators, we grow via partnerships. We deal with the big esports companies that have a lot of viewers. We will integrate in the OBS software and then with the Streamlabs, more than 3 million creators. And so we bring this kind of a media budget to the creators. And when there is the money, they're always glad to join. As for the traction, we grow 150% from quarter to quarter. This traction goes mainly from companies like Samsung, MasterCard, Garena. So these are the FMCG brands that want to be close to their audience.
Excellent.
Pasha, a question from my side. It refers to scalability. How many customers do you have? How many on the right side? How many on the left side? I mean, do you have thousands or you have tens or?
Right. Well, if we are speaking about the media partners or the demand side, right now we have up to 10 big media accounts, but they bring like more than 50 brands, for example, per month, right? As for the creators, we have several big esports studios like WePlay, Star Ladder, etc., or the Grid, one of the biggest. As for the creators, right now we operate more than 700 creators, but we don't grow this because we need to fulfill this kind of a metric of the advertising fulfillment to them, so they get enough money.
And where do you want to go with this? I mean, you want to go to 100,000 and 1,000, or do you want to automate everything?
So our goal is to operate around 15,000 creators next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, in 30 seconds left, anyone have any follow-up questions to that? All right. Well, Pasha, thank you again. Great presentation. We're going to be moving on to our next competitor. All right, so we have Hookle from Finland. They're a pre-seed stage company. It is a social media assistant tool for busy entrepreneurs and small business owners. And we're going to kick off with their presentation.
Hi there, my name is Tero and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Hookle. The big problem in the world is that huge amount of small businesses suffer insufficient social media presence. This causes tremendous loss of brand trust and customers for the small businesses on the digital world. Professional tools do exist, but are complex to use. Additionally, social media advertising market is still largely undeveloped in the small business segment. But we have this high-level plan. Build the easiest app in the market, scale up the user base, and turn the app into the biggest social media advertising platform for small businesses. But don't tell anyone. Our solution core is simplicity. that you can manage all in one tool. It's easy to start and easy to use. It saves time and your mental energy. Our target customers are small and indie business owners. They come from a variety of sectors, but they're not social media professionals. Hookle is trusted already by more than 10,000 users, and the solution is ready to be scaled up rapidly to the next level. The social advertising market is $233 billion US. We are aiming to get the 1% market share, setting revenue target to $100 million US. All this is enabled by megatrends where small businesses and masses of small businesses are going more and more on social. We have two business models. Management business is based on subscriptions, and the ads business is based on commissions. And the huge user base is enabling that. There is a lot of social media marketing tools in the market. However, competitors target large enterprises. Their offering are for professionals, and they come with inadequate mobile usability. Our founder team is just crazy great. The picture here is taken in the front of Google's headquarters in Silicon Valley a couple of years ago. But this is the team which make things happen. Where are we now? The first funding round closed 2019. App has validated in the market, global partnership, and now we're looking for the next funding series to scale up the platform. So the future roadmap looks like this with the following milestones. Seed round ASAP, scaling up the next year. We are aiming to get the A round also quite quickly, moving on to B round all the way to the exit and 100 million revenue. We are aiming the app to be the most popular social media marketing app for the small businesses. Thank you.
So hello, everyone.
Awesome. Well, all right, let's kick it off with Ondrej.
Okay, hi, Tero. I have to say I would like to start with a tip. I think the presentation, especially the slides, were just too full. I am now that I missed most of what's on the slide. So, just stepping back, can you repeat maybe what the current traction is? I remember you mentioning 10,000 customers, but how big are they? Where are you in terms of revenues? And did I hear correctly that you raised your seed in 2019? Because it seems that you're raising another seed now. So just a couple of quick questions to understand well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. Yeah, there was some slides missing in the beginning of this presentation, but however, this is like a mobile application for small business owners. Currently, we have like 10,000 users, active users using that, and there is a.
Is it, Tero? Is it 10,000 small businesses or is it 10,000 people that use the app?
Basically, it's 10,000 people because these are like 10,000 individual businesses that we are targeting this app for. And this is actually which is distinguishing us from the market. There's a lot of marketing tool, advertisement tool for businesses, but not for small business owners or these individual small businesses.
Okay, and where are you in terms of revenue? How much are those 10,000 businesses paying?
Well, this is not the main business at all, this management tool that we have. The 10,000 users are just the beginning of the journey to get the user base up to 5 million by 2025. And with this 5 million, we are going to provide them a promotion tool that they can promote their business, and then we are going to take the commission from that. However, the management business at the moment, we have 25k euros ARR at the moment. That's just to validate the business, the management business, to get the user base, and then eventually to offer this promotion for them.
Okay, and just quickly the fundraising. So you are now raising your seed, but you already raised in 2019, 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2019 it was an angel round, so we have raised approximately some 500,000 euros at the moment. But yeah, we are raising seed 1.5 at the moment.
Thank you.
Excellent. 2 minutes left and 2 jury members who may have some questions.
Yeah, quick question from me. How many people are providing you the 25K, the ARR? How many of the 10,000?
We have 200 customers approximately at the moment. But as I said, that's not actually, this is actually irrelevant question because this is not going to be the business. It's just to validate that, you know, they are even willing to pay of this management tool that they can manage their social media channels. But eventually when they need to promote their business, they need to buy advertisements, and that's the business we are going to get the 10 to 30,000.
Okay, and can you articulate your differentiator in a short phrase?
We have developed this to small business owners, this app, rather than the competitors they are targeting to enterprise customers. There is 200 million businesses in the world, and that 95% of those are small business owners, under 5 workers businesses. That's really underserved market.
And this means that you automate the process entirely.
Yes, we simplify it really totally. We are not offering all the features, fancy features for small business owners because they just get overwhelmed.
Okay.
Excellent. And Claudius?
What's the background of the management team that you're gonna be able to do this vision or to implement it?
Well, we have already implemented first phase. So we have the best mobile application for small business owner at the moment. So that we have done already. And the background of the management team is we are already, all of us, over 40 years old. So we are not like anymore like in our teenage years. So we have a really experienced team behind us, and also serial entrepreneurs.
Excellent. Tero, thank you again. Great questions, great presentation. All right, next and the final startup we have is AR Watches from Armenia, sorry. They are a post-seed company. They've raised 10,000 euros so far, and AR Watches has developed an advanced AR tool providing a virtual try-on experience of watches before a buying decision. All right, let's start their video.
Hello everyone, I'm Arman Atan, co-founder and CEO of AR Watches. AR Watches is a next generation platform. It's augmented reality 3D visualizer tool that is allowing to retailers to give another level experience to their customers. This is our team. We are a few years in augmented reality business, starting from 2014, and this is another product of our company. I'm the CEO. You can see my colleagues. We have machine learning engineers, we have app developers, web developers, 3D artists, and of course, management and marketing team. The problem we are trying to address is that many retailers confirming that they have the big number of the product returns because customers, when they are ordering online, at the end they are trying and they are not always satisfied with the sizes of the product, and specifically for watches. About 35% of the high-end watches are getting returned because of not having the fitting in the size. And also we have the statistics that the 55% of the online shoppers are confirming that they are not buying expensive stuff online because they are not able to try it. And there is this like social confirmation of your purchases when your friends or relatives are confirming that something looks good on you, and if you are ordering online, you don't have that. But otherwise, you might have that experience through augmented reality. So the solution we have is the platform, which is allowing you to try the 3D models on your wrist, like realistic and real-size 3D models. that you can have on your hand. So there's three kind of important solutions combined in one. So first is, of course, reduces the returns count. It's allowing to boost sales, so you can sell more. The brands are able to, retailers are able to sell more because customers are more likely and they have more confidence to buy. And of course, it increased the engagement because like people often create photos, videos, and sharing on social media. Currently, the solution is working within the printed strap. Everyone can try to print the strap from our website, like just stick on the hand and try all the watches we have in our catalog. But in future, we are going to get rid of the strap. More than 1 year, our team is working on a markerless solution of the watch. So through machine learning and some computer vision technologies, we are able to do some hand pose estimation, and we already have some good progress with augmenting watch on the hand without any printed straps. The business model is the following. We have two models. The one is we are creating 3D models, and we are hosting it in our platform, and you can download the app and see how many brands we have worked with and retailers we have worked with. And the second option is to create the white label app for the retailers. In future, we are also going to provide an SDK. So the marketing strategy is this following. We are already doing that. We are collaborating with the brands. We are creating their 3D models, and they are leveraging to their network. So they are providing their existing customers, the new customers, this trial experience through their website or during the marketing expo, during the expos and the different trade shows. Also in future, we are going to have the web component, web AR solution that will allow everyone to try the watch, even not downloading another app. So as we said, there is the biggest achievement we will get. We will have fewer returns and more confident customers that will buy the watch. Thank you for watching. If you are interested, we would like to contact in future for more discussion. Thanks everyone for watching this.
Excellent. All right, and we actually have Armand here in the studio with us, or on the call. So, are you ready to deep dive with the jury?
Always.
Awesome. Well, welcome. All right, let's start with Claudius this time.
So you've been on the market for a while, right? I mean, you said you founded the company around 2014, and where are you right now? Which stage are you at? Or why does it take so long to get there? Because usually the startups are a bit more accelerated. So what happened in the 6 or 7 years since then?
That's a mother company, Claudius. That's a mother company where we are doing AR and VR, and the AR watches was the spin-off, was one of the startups on a specific vertical. So I mentioned that to give the background of like we are 7 years in AR business. And we started the AR watches, like we did like simple trying back in 2016, but that time the market wasn't there. When the COVID started to hit and the brand started to like get big problem because people was not going to their stores and the stores was closed, we initially reinitiated the project back in 2019. We invested 50K our own money that we have from our, let's say, pocket. And then we get another 50K from the governmental grant to like quickly develop this further. And now, like there was mentioned 10K, but it's like, I think it was some mistake. It's a 100K investment till now. And now we have developed this markerless version, which is giving you ability just to try the watch on your hand without any printed strap. And the next round we are planning to like rise. It's going to be something around like a 200K. So the first one was more like an angel kind of round. And now we're going to do some seed round investment to start validating this approach.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome.
All right, Ondrej.
Hi, Armand. So, I mean, it's a cool app. It's a cool application of AR, but what I would be concerned most about is the size of the opportunity. Is this like a cool cute small thing, or is it a standalone product? So my question is, how are you thinking about the size of the market? How much do you think this can scale? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So the watches market, it's a few billion market a year. So and the biggest problem that currently they are facing is like with the development of e-commerce, there is like a lack of technology to try this out, and the people often do not visiting the stores. And this is not only about the watches, but like next is going to be the jewelry, like the bracelets, and in future some necklaces, because the technology is like pretty similar. So the stack we are using, it's machine learning that is like learning how to recognize the wrist and like do the 3D positioning. And the next integrations will be the other jewelry verticals. And the scalability is in a web AR solution where we'll provide the SDK to the brands that they can include on their websites. And then within one click, their customers will be able to preview this on them right on their browser. So they will not ask white label, or they will not be in our app. So currently this is more about like validating the market if the customers really like this experience. And within a short time, we get more than 10,000 installs of the app. And some of the brands are already using during the exhibitions this technology to show upcoming products on a B2B level or on a B2C level. So they are showcasing to their buyers which models are going to come next to get these pre-orders for the specific watches.
Excellent. 1 minute left. Final question.
All right. For me, this is a B2C application. So first of all, this is the biggest difficulty that you have. And then I saw an application which is rotating the shoes so that you see in 3D how the shoes looks like. And then there are other applications made for other fashion items. I mean, isn't it just a feature of a retail application? I mean, can you find a bigger market, a big enough market in order to sell your product? That's the whole idea. I mean, it might be a good idea to have a joint venture with other people.
Like right today, it was announced that the company called Artifacts, which is creating the virtual boots. So it's a virtual boots NFTs that the Nike was acquired this company. And the next step, I didn't have that in my presentation, but the next step is also to imagine this like watches to be able to port into the metaverse for the avatars and create another digital economy based on the watches industry. So imagine like the NFT based watches that could be traded on the other level. And currently we're already having some conversation with the brands, and maybe we will go for that opportunity in future. But currently the idea of the fundraising is to finalize this technology. So the same way as the boots was like came to the reality thanks to augmented reality, the same way we want you to be able to try like your NFT bovet on your hand and to show someone else that you have that NFT. And that's a huge market itself. But currently our focus is to polish this technology in a level that the people will really like get the sense that they wear that watch. And this is current focus is in the future to develop the SDK that everyone can integrate on their end.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, Armand, thank you again. Great presentation. And you actually wrapped up the first session. So that was the last startup for the first session today. And the jury will provide their evaluation, and the winners of the Founders Game shall be announced on the Webbit Global Impact website. So go there to check it out after we complete. Now we're going to pass the mic over to the jury to share their insights, any specific advice, any additional questions they may have for the participants. We've got about 5 to 10 minutes for this. And so anyone who wants to start in just giving some general feedback or any specific advice to the participants.
No, it's not exactly to the participants, maybe it's more an inner advice. I think we are all ready. I mean, last year we were talking about AI and machine learning all over the place. Now we are talking about metaverse all over the place. I mean, these waves are coming with a very high speed to us. And yeah, I don't know what to say, but when I hear metaverse, it's just this impression that it overwhelms me.
Yeah. And it is definitely moving quickly, especially with such large adoptions like, Facebook changing its name. It's like crazy to me, but seems like there's a huge opportunity, and a lot of the participants seem to be moving in that direction and taking advantage of it, which is good. Seems like we'll be seeing more companies like AR Watches starting and creating and figuring out how to add value to the metaverse.
But anyway, I appreciated the years before, people that are not just putting words there, and then it was difficult to explain how. So theoretically, I would say the simpler the product, the better for everyone.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think, Jonathan, it's the mother company of Facebook that changed the name, right? Facebook will still stay Facebook as long as there are people there. We'll see about that. So from my side, I think we've seen 5 solid presentations. I would probably just mention a couple of thoughts or pointers. I think everybody should have like top of their minds that what's most important with these pitches is to provide really like a clarity of thought, and within the limited time, try to really just double click on the North Star, on the vision of the main thing that the startup is focused on. And because Armand went last, I have his presentation in mind most. What you said at the very end of the session, Armand, was actually kind of a little disconnected from the whole pitch. The whole pitch was about watches, which to me, I think is a little feature really, as opposed to like a standalone startup with huge ambition, as opposed to the last thing that you mentioned, which is playing around with NFTs and sort of their visualization into the world in an AR application. That might be interesting, but we heard about it for the very first time at the end of the session. So maybe something to restructure in your pitch, and otherwise, just guys focus on simplicity. So if I go back to one of the other presentation, Hookle, I think, it was a pitch deck full of text and numbers, which is really difficult to grab within the couple of minutes. So clarity of thought, making things simple. There's Q&A afterwards to double click on things we're interested in. Otherwise, great job. I feel like we helped the organizers as well to sort of brush up some of their processes. So good luck for the other sessions later today and tomorrow.
Thank you. Awesome. And last but not least, or anyone have anything else?
Maybe I can also agree 100% with what Ondrej said regarding the North Star metrics, because you have to distinguish between the kind of presentation you're having. If it's a 30-second presentation, is it a 3-minute presentation, or is it a 30-minute investor pitch? And then you have to adjust the pitch that you're presenting. And as said, like in a pitch like that, for example, on one slide, you're talking about your Series B and your Series C, which is just so generic at a seed stage round. So maybe leave that away and talk more about things that matter. Well, where are you right now? What are the revenues? Be really specific on these numbers that we really can follow where you stand, and then really, again, what the product is. Because yeah, sometimes in the 3-minute presentation, and when we don't get the gist, nobody else gets it. And we are sometimes the stupid investors, but that's also part of the startup, that you can sell a sometimes not that easy idea that we can understand it, even in a 3-minute presentation. So that would be my advice. But then on the other side, great presentations. I mean, they were really interesting, really diverse topics. I mean, the vertical is very generic, and but it was very interesting to see this different kind of presentation. So thank you very much.
Great, thank you. All right. And anyone have anything else? And if not, we will wrap up. All right, excellent. Well, guys, thank you all. Thank you to the jury for your time and that great feedback. Thank you to all of the participants. We had Alocai, Show For Me, Uplify, Hookle, and AR Watches that presented today. Stay tuned and check out the results on the website that we will have after we complete the session. So looking forward to some more great presentations and some more great pitches. And again, thank you to the jury for your time today. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Awesome, thank you. Welcome to another session of the Founders Games. We have our new jury, and that includes Tomas Martunas, founding partner at Iron Wolf Capital. Hi, Tomas.
Hey, all.
Thank you for being here. Our next juror will be Marcin, and he's the partner at Next Road Ventures.
Hi, pleasant to be here.
Thanks for having us. And last but not least, we've got Mateus, managing director at RKK VC.
Good to be here. Thanks.
Excellent. Well, great. Today we've got 4 pretty cool companies, and they're going to take their shot at getting you very interested in investing and also giving them some great advice to advance their companies and where they are now. And so we're going to start off with a 3-minute video from each one of them before they have about 5 minutes for question and answers from the jury. All right, so today we're going to start with Mapstar. They're from Germany, post-seed stage at $2 million, 2 million euros. Mapstar captures and annotates your environment in 3D just with your smartphone. They create unique and individual 3D experiences for the physical world. All right, we'll get started with their video.
Hello everyone, my name is Shora, and today I would like to show you or introduce you Mapstar. So what is Mapstar about? Mapstar is actually a user-generated metaverse where user can generate 3D XR stories or maps and share them with anyone. So what is our vision? Actually, we are creating a user platform or user-generated platform for 1 billion people or users, where they can use Mapstar as a XR infrastructure and create XR maps. So our mission on that way is that doing this really easily to give everyone the chance to create XR maps or augmented reality experiences without having any technical knowledge about XR or augmented reality or virtual reality. But anyone can create such kind of XR maps. So what we do have at this stage at the moment, we are having our augmented reality application for Android and iOS, where you can capture the environment in 3D and add some items to annotate your environment or create a 3D story. Furthermore, we have our web editor, which gives you the possibility much more easy to edit your models on the web and in your favorite browser. So this is what we are offering this year. We will go to the market worldwide, and I'm so happy to release it or announce it today with you guys. So what is the future, what we will offer in the future? We will also have a map, a 2D map. On this map, all the 3D reconstruction will stick to. We have divided the whole map, the 2D map, in over 1 billion cells, and each cell is a non-fungible token. So you can buy a land and be an NFT landowner. So why you should do this? Actually, on each cell of the world will be transaction in the future. And if you are a landowner, you will actually earn from all the transaction on that cell, a real world cell. So bringing the things together, we will have or offer a marketplace where you have the possibility to capture or you're capturing models to upload them and sell it as an NFT token on the marketplace. We have also our star token, which are the in-game currency, and a user will use it to buy and sell, trade, or own digital assets. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Well, we actually have Shora here with us, and in the respect of time, we're going to be fairly quick. But I wanted to ask of the jurors, who has the best question? Does anyone have one really specific question they want to ask?
I have, because somehow I got engaged in launching one of the metaverses called Mars 4 and invested in a few others. So
very nice.
I'm quite familiar with what you do. So what is the game about?
So actually, there are a lot of opportunities that you can do in Mapstar. It is so game functionalities will be, so you searching, let's say, for star tokens in the real world. It could be something like a game story, or but it's not defined on the details. We are working on it, and I can't give you at the moment feedback to this.
Okay, because this is very important. Yeah, I mean, I hear what you. And then second question is also your 3D models, on which formats it's gonna be, because there are like competing platforms of Unity and Unreal.
Yes.
And others, and Meta is probably gonna be coming, and Microsoft with the ones of theirs. So whatever the models will create, so how they're compatible with those platforms to be used.
Yeah, this is a great question. So what we do is actually we using standards, and GLB is a standard actually for 3D models. But what we also see is USDC, USDZ. This is a format from Apple, and actually it's also a great format. We think that we will offering both, and actually we think also any 3D format we will offer in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Are there any other questions?
I have one question regarding the challenges, the technological challenges you already have Can you explain more what challenges you need to encounter in your future to develop your product?
Excuse me, I didn't get really the question because there was noise in the background.
Sorry, once again, I was asking if you could please explain the technological challenges you need to encounter right now to develop your product and enter the market without any, let's say, problems, obstacles.
I think the biggest challenge is that we don't see any technical challenges. We see market challenges because this is a new technology and people do not know what they can do with it. So I think we have defined a lot of topics regarding our technology and show the market what is possible with our technology. And for this, we need a great team.
So a question for me, talking about the team, how big is your team today on the dev side?
So actually we had 12 persons or experts working on Mapstar at the moment.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you. And remember that we will be able to ask more questions and give even more feedback after all of the presentations happen. So there'll still be more time at the end if anything comes up. All right. And next up is VSight VR. I think we're going to start with them.
Hi there.
Hey, welcome. Pleasure to have you. I'm going to go ahead and introduce you. So you guys are from Lithuania, post-seed at 875,000 euros. VSight helps manufacturing companies to do maintenance and service operations remotely with augmented reality. All right, and we're going to show your presentation next.
I will do my presentation without any visuals. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm sure that everything will be fine.
Awesome. No
because
worries.
of some technical issues, so I had to do it like that. So yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Cihat Kahraman. I'm one of the founders and also CEO of VSight. VSight helps enterprises to connect their expertise to the workforce on the field. So basically, the use case is there is a problem on the field. There is an expert to solve that problem on another part of the world. So VSight is a software platform in between as a mid layer that connects that expert to the field worker with augmented reality and smart glasses. Basically, with our platform, companies are becoming much more connected. They scale their expertise and experts all the time. We are currently having 112 customers from 25 countries. We have 36K MRR right now. We won the startup day at Estonia, and right now we are people of 18 that is from 4 different countries. We do all of the development, everything in-house in our platform. We have a hardware agnostic platform, and VSight is a one-size-fits-all solution with our admin panel. That's why our customer acquisition cost is much lower than the other solutions. So basically, the companies are buying licenses and getting onboarded on the platform right away. And right now, we are looking for partners, potential investors for our next round that is going to happen on Q1 2023. As you said, we already raised just recently 775,000 euros of investment to expand our business in United States and also UK. And now we are looking for potential investors to be connected and also partners that we will enlarge our customer base, specifically in Germany and the DACH region, because currently half of our revenue is coming from the DACH region. So German market is very important for us. Thank you very much. And if you have any question that you want to ask me, I will be glad to help right now or after here. Thank you.
I have a quick one, actually. You are aiming for the enterprise customers, the mid segment, or you're going for the long tail? Who is your target customer?
SME customers that are manufacturing and getting the expertise to anywhere in the world. But our sweet spot is SME customers, not big ones.
All right. And your business model, you are more acting as a marketplace, or you have some subscription, or how does it work?
We're just a software platform. We give the companies just the software, and they are enabling the platform between their experts and their field workers. So we just give them the subscription, the annual subscription of the licenses of the platform. We have 3 packages based on the features of the software, and the companies are choosing depending on their need. And also we have add-ons that if the companies wants to integrate VSight more and more into their business flow, we give them that ability too.
Excellent. All right, any last questions before we move on to the next one?
No questions, just very happy about your progress. I haven't seen you for a year, so, you know, happy that you're moving forward.
Thank you very much, Tomas. Thank you very much.
Very good. Well, thank you, Cihat. All right, next up we have Virtuleap. They're Armenia-based, and they're post-seed, having raised 100,000 euros so far. They combine neuroscience and virtual reality to help increase attention levels and address the cognitive illnesses, disorders, and learning challenges. We'll show their video.
Amir, co-founder and CEO of Virtuleap, the company that is at the intersection of the neurosciences virtual reality, and specifically to address the huge burden that cognitive disorders have on society like Alzheimer's disease. The call to action is whether startups with accessible and less invasive solutions can correlate to the fMRI and neuroimaging scans that could tell us up to 25 years before clinical onset whether we are going down a path of cognitive deterioration. The challenge is that screen-based devices are typically how you use cognitive assessment solutions, and invariably they exclude the body. Virtual reality is the first embodied digital format that engages our autonomic nervous system, our whole body, into believing that this experience is in fact real. From the point of view of a cognitive assessment solution, it serves as not only the most engaging quality of data, but also volumetric data sets of the human condition, everything from biometrics to gesticulation, postural data, which allows us to create the most effective and most objective source of cognitive assessment. And so our team at Virtuleap has created a library of VR games designed by our neuroscientists to test and train a range of cognitive abilities like our memory and problem solving and information processing skills, but also our motor control, our spatial orientation, our spatial audio awareness. We've created 14 games to date with over 30,000 early registered users. Each of these games specifically targets a specific cognitive function like short-term memory, working memory, long-term memory, and we track over 20 of these categories. But we also have a very sophisticated enterprise platform, and we just closed 1.5 million in initial sales agreements with companies like HP and Penumbra, which leverage our whole suite of SaaS features and tools. We stand apart from the 2D brain training apps and the neuropsychological assessment tools that have been around for decades. And ultimately, from the point of view of drinking the Kool-Aid of VR is not a nice-to-have feature. It's a critical feature and use case when it comes to being able to assess cognitive health and fitness. In the VR space specifically, we are the only ones to be this sophisticated and advanced with the amount of traction and the commercialization strategy that is now underway as of this year. We have, as I mentioned, 30,000 over registered users, 2 clinical studies beginning as of this year. We are going to be getting into the clinical care sites once we're out of the regulatory roadmap and become a full-fledged digital therapeutic. Our roadmap will continuously mean more and more academic and research partners, keep on growing those games, keep on building up our revenue to a target of 6 million by next year, and raise our Series A also in mid-2022. Our team is a mix of scientists and game developers working at this beautiful intersection of the sciences and emerging technology in order to promote our gym for the mind. Thank you so much for your attention.
Excellent. All right. Any questions? We actually have Amir here, and we want to welcome him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here, man. All right, any questions from the jury?
So question from my side, do you have any partners with whom you started, piloting or paid pilots agreed to work with?
So we have $1.5 million in initial sales agreements. These are licensing agreements with partners that are actually paying. This is Penumbra for stroke rehabilitation as a main use case. This is HP for training for performance use cases. We project with both those agreements, both of them to get us, just by those two companies, to grow to about 500K MRR by next year. At the same time, we're in exploratory mode and in talks with pharma companies that are particularly in the therapeutic areas of neuroscience drugs, and trying to figure out ways that they can be able to, accelerate the approvals of those tricky drugs out of the regulatory, process, as well as trying to also be exploratory with education, training companies. The thing about our company that often when I'm talking to investors, it might not be something they want to hear necessarily, is that at this stage, we do not have a very strong focus on a particular area. We're very agnostic from the point of view of learning challenge therapeutic areas like ADHD and autism, to concussion therapy, to chemo brain, to the neurological disorders associated to conditions like COVID, increasingly long COVID, but and of course cognitive decline. So right now, until 2023, we're very much open to very big partnerships with organizations that are top tier and can pay for pilots that are minimum value of 250K. Okay, thanks. Listening to you, I don't know if you already used it. For me, seems to be that you're a perfect fit for the EC fund, accelerator. Because so hard, man. It's just like the toughest thing on earth to even, and then how much resources to put into that paperwork. God, we're hiring a full-time grant writer right now, full-time grant manager, because our neuroscientist is about to be suicidal from just the process. Yeah, but that's the way to go. That's exactly the way to go. I mean, I'm in the jury. They made a very easy process. I think the first pitch is very easy. The same with video and pitch. I mean, the last year it was difficult. Now the AC made it much easier as far as I can recall. But of course, you need the grant people to help. That's for sure. No, we got that person. We're gonna accelerate hiring that person because I don't want to see my neuroscientist kill herself.
Let's not have that happen. Excellent. Well, thank you, guys, just in the essence of time, thank you again. And we want to thank everyone for being on this session. We are actually going to be moving into the e-commerce and consumer tech section next. And we'll start those rounds. Definitely check out the website for all feedback to the individual startups that have presented, as well as the winner who are going to come out next. And so any last comments or thoughts for Amir?
Don't stop. Don't stop. Just
thank you everyone for the opportunity.
Accelerate.
Excellent. Thank you guys. Hope you have a great day, and thank you again to the competitors and to the jury for being here.